Hello, everybody. We'll give another maybe 30 seconds or so for people to join, but we're ready to talk about digital picking today. Feel free to put any questions or anything like that in the chat. If you do find that you have any issues sending messages in chat, I know we're still working through that AWS outage. If you have any issues, if you're getting error messages trying to send questions, follow up with your account manager. They should be able to forward questions to us and we'll make sure you get answers. But hopefully things are starting to look better and we will be able to answer your questions at the end of this presentation here. So we will get started. We'll jump in and talk about digital picking. So we're going to talk about a few different things today. We'll talk about some basics. We'll talk about how filters and statuses work with digital picking. We'll talk about some common concerns, and we'll talk a little bit about multi-item and segmented picking strategies. So I am Adam Crocht. For those of you who do not know me, I am a professional services specialist with Upright here. I have over 5 years in e-commerce experience, including at least 3 years in e-commerce nonprofit management. So let's talk about basics. Many of you may know some of the basics of digital picking, but some of you may not. So we're going to talk about what digital picking is, the benefits of digital picking, some of the basics of the statuses, filters, and what you can control in digital picking, and then how a pick list is created and processed with lister and link. So what is digital picking? Digital picking with the Link mobile application offers a customizable and streamlined way to identify and pick items from your inventory that were purchased by your customers. When combined with an optimized inventory optimized inventory location naming scheme, you can see faster picking with preset filters, measurable time savings per pick list generation, higher picking accuracy with barcode scanning, and then decreased distance traveled to pick orders. You'll see here the optimized inventory location naming is a link that you can check out a blog post where we have some information on recommendations on how to lay out your inventory space. So digital picking operates on specific filters that you can preset in the Upright lister. You can preset in Upright lister or define on the fly from within Link. We highly recommend predefining your picking profiles in Lister whenever possible, as this can save staff valuable time if they're picking multiple times per day. With predefined lists, they just enter the number of items that they want instead of having to reselect the necessary filters in Link each time they generate a pick list. So in Lister, you can go to your orders settings page, and at the bottom of that screen, you'll find the opportunity to predefine those picking profiles. In Link, when you hit the pick orders option and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see custom, which will allow you to define a pick list each time you begin picking. You can see above that custom option, your predefined options from Lister will appear there. So let's talk about how a pick list decides what type of items to include. We're going to talk through a few different statuses, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the process, kind of each point on how Lister and Link decide what items are going into that list. And we'll talk through the filters that you have control over. So let's talk about the order and fulfillment statuses. For the statuses that Lister and Link are going to be looking at, these statuses are not customizable when generating pick lists. These are always going to be constants of any list that the orders need to be in these specific statuses. So let's talk about order status first. Order status is most commonly going to be open, canceled, or archived. If you have an order that's in the canceled status from a marketplace cancellation or refund, you do not need to archive it to hide it from a pick list. These will be automatically excluded. It is possible to archive an open order to hide it from digital picking for whatever reason, and you can unarchive an order, but that unarchived order must then still meet all the other criteria we're going to talk about to appear in digital picking. So Digital picking will only include open orders. Any other order with these other statuses will not be included in a pick list. Next is the fulfillment status. The fulfillment status will most commonly be unfulfilled or fulfilled. An order must not be fulfilled in order to be included in digital picking. Currently, there is not a way to manually unfulfill an order. Now, I mentioned here an order must not be in the fulfilled status. There may be other statuses like partially fulfilled or similar that you may see. Moving forward, we're going to classify any orders, any fulfillment status that is not fulfilled as unfulfilled. So digital picking will only include open orders and orders not in the fulfilled status. So pick and pack status, also known as order locking. Digital picking will only pull in orders that are unlocked or not started. An order is locked to prevent multiple staff members from trying to pick the same order. You can check on the status of an order in Lister quickly by viewing the icon next to the fulfillment badge. I have illustrated here the different icons that you'll see next to that badge and what Lister filterable status they align with. So many of you may have heard us talking about locked orders or unlocked orders. You can see how they align in this graphic here. Unlocked orders would be not started, and locked orders would be in progress. An order is locked when it's included in a digital picking pick list, when it's included in a physically printed pick list, or when it has a pack slip printed. An order gets unlocked when a digital picking pick list is completed or if it's exited correctly. When picking a pick list in Link, you'll see a little exit button in the upper left-hand corner. That's how you would correctly exit a pick list. Orders get unlocked overnight for digital picking locked orders that did not get unlocked previously. So if something happened and the orders didn't get unlocked, but they were in a pick list and no other action is taken to unlock them, those will automatically unlock overnight. Orders will unlock after 2 weeks for orders included on a physically printed pick list or pack slip. And then orders will unlock when manually unlocked. So you can manually unlock single orders, unlock all orders from a specific pick list, or unlock every currently locked order. We preface this by saying manually unlocking orders should be done very carefully because as unlocking orders that a staff member is currently picking could lead to 2 individuals attempting to pick the same order, causing some confusion with your staff. Our Digital Picking Help Center article, which we have a link to here, details how you can unlock orders in those 3 different ways that I mentioned. So to recap, digital picking will only include open, unfulfilled, and not started orders. And you can see at the bottom of the screen here, that is kind of step 1 of our process. So let's talk about how Lister and Link generate pick lists. When using digital picking, you want to ensure that all of your eligible orders are being included in the pick lists so that they can be picked and shipped out on time. We're going to review how Lister and Link filter and sort items for pick lists so you can have the utmost confidence that digital picking is working for you. The options outlined in the next slides and set in Lister or Link will determine which items appear on the pick list. And you can see we're going to refer to these as the targeting filters. So, as we mentioned previously, pick lists will only contain orders that are in the open order status, not fulfilled, or are not already locked for picking. Once the system identifies those orders, it will then match them to the customizable filters that you define of channels, order type, date range, payment status, shipping method, shipping destination, categories, and inventory location. That will reduce the list of eligible orders down to orders that only align with those filters. While most of these filters are order level data,